Section 1. The Hidden Blueprint. Ueshiba's combat system unveiled. Morihei Ueshiba is a name known around the world. He is the celebrated founder of the martial art of Aikido. For decades, a persistent myth has clouded his legacy. Many people have come to believe, especially in its later years, became purely spiritual. They see the graceful flowing movements and conclude they are only for show, not for a real fight. This is a profound and widespread mistake. Quick request, please like and share. It helps spread the word and builds the channel. New research, based on papers and old videos that have recently come to light, reveals a completely different side of Ueshiba. These discoveries show a clear, concise, and highly effective system of combat ideas. These powerful principles were often hidden in plain sight, veiled by the art's philosophical language and aesthetic beauty. Not mystical power, something far more tangible and intelligent. A sophisticated system of biomechanics and strategy. Ueshiba taught his students how to masterfully use timing-distance balance to neutralize an opponent. He gave this core concept a specific name, Aiki, a word many have heard but very few truly understand physically. Aiki is not a vague spiritual goal. It is a concrete method to control an attacker, making their own strength their downfall. It relies on small, precise movements, clever use of angles, seizing the perfect moment to act. Why hide these real, effective moves? There are several compelling reasons for this concealment. Some dedicated teachers genuinely wanted to protect their students from the dangers of misusing such potent techniques. Others wished to keep the deeper secrets of the art reserved for their most trusted inner circle of practitioners. The public demonstrations, which are what most people see, were often designed to look calm, soft, and non-violent. But the movements practiced in private training sessions were sharp, direct, and decisive. The newly unearthed footage and personal notes show this stark contrast with undeniable clarity. We can now see exactly how the gentle, flowing motions cleverly disguise a framework of powerful, unyielding control. We have managed to access and analyze incredibly rare notes. These are old, fragile papers that came directly from Ueshiba's own desk and personal collection. The notes are filled with many small, hand-drawn sketches that are remarkably detailed. They show the exact positioning of hands, feet, lines of movement. They explicitly show where to pull, where to step, to achieve maximum effect with minimum effort. They illustrate how to move in a way that causes an opponent to fall without requiring a big, forceful push. Alongside these notes, we have also studied private films, many of which were never intended for public viewing. That image lingers, a black and white photo of Morihei Ueshiba in his later years, demonstrating a technique with a serene but focused expression on his face. Section 2. Deconstructing the Myth. Late Stage, Ueshiba and Practicality. A common and damaging myth suggests that the older Morihei Ueshiba was only concerned with peace, love, spiritual ceremony. This narrative paints him as a man who abandoned the martial realities of his art in favor of a purely philosophical pursuit. He spoke frequently about universal love, harmony, but that's only one part of a much larger picture. His words and his physical practice were not separate. They were two sides of the same coin. Public demonstrations showed beauty and peace. Private notes and training sessions reveal a sharp, functional edge. The misconception comes from misreading his evolving methods. As he aged, his physical power waned, but his technical understanding deepened immensely. He expressed the art with greater efficiency and subtlety, which can look less powerful to an untrained eye. He no longer relied on youthful strength from pre-war videos. Instead, he used skill to get maximum effect with minimal visible effort. His later movements were not weaker, they were smarter. Aiki transcended brute force, the ultimate goal of an advanced martial artist. This evolution increased combat refinement, not decreased it. Section 3. The Evidence Locker, Newly Found Notes, and Private Footage. Our bold claim that Ueshiba's true combat system was hidden in plain sight is not based on speculation. It is founded on a growing body of concrete, physical evidence. A significant breakthrough came with the recent digitization of a collection of Ueshiba's private teaching materials. These materials include handwritten notes, technical manuals known as densho, and a series of intricate diagrams that were previously only accessible to a very small number of senior instructors in Japan. For decades, these documents remained in private collections, their contents known only through rumor and second-hand accounts. Now, With high-resolution digital copies becoming available to dedicated researchers, we can analyze them with unprecedented detail. The notes are a treasure trove of information, revealing the methodical and scientific mind behind the art. The notes themselves are fascinating. They are not philosophical treatises, but practical workbooks. Ueshiba used many small, simple sketches to convey complex ideas. There are drawings of hands illustrating the subtle ways to grip and turn a wrist to break an opponent's structure. There are diagrams of footwork showing precise stepping patterns with arrows indicating the direction of movement and force. Lines are drawn to show the ideal angles for entry and evasion. These sketches are not abstract art. They are blueprints for combat. They show exactly where to apply pressure, where to pull, and where to step in order to guide an opponent's momentum. In addition to the written documents, we have gained access to rare and private film footage. Unlike the polished public demonstrations, these films capture Ueshiba in more informal settings, often teaching small groups or practicing with his most dedicated students. In this footage, the nature of the training is visibly different. The attackers are not passive or overly compliant. They resist, they push back, and they test the techniques. In response, Ueshiba's movements are smaller, quicker, and more direct. He is not performing for a crowd, he is applying principles. We see him use precise timing and subtle angular shifts to intercept attacks at their inception. He never meets force with opposing force. Instead, he consistently wins by making the attacker structurally unstable and then simply guiding their fall. This footage provides the visual proof that complements the technical details found in his notes. The combination of these two sources, the digitized notes and the private films, is what allows us to reconstruct Ueshiba's core combat system. The notes provide the theory, the why and how of the techniques. The films provide the application, the living proof that the theories work against a resisting partner. Section 4, Aiki in plain English. The word Aiki is often shrouded in mystery. In plain English, it's the masterful control of three elements: timing, distance, and balance. It's not magic, but a learnable skill based on physics and psychology. The goal is to neutralize an attack by using the attacker's own force and momentum against them, making them easy to control. This means blending your movement with an attacker's, moving the instant they do. You also control the distance, or MAI, staying in the perfect space to turn danger into control. This geometry provides a simple formula for movement. The circle is key. Never meet force head-on. Instead of clashing, a circular, evasive movement allows you to blend with and redirect an attacker's energy, safely managing their aggression. The triangle represents stability. Your body forms a solid triangular base to receive force without losing balance, while you enter the attacker's space to break their structure. When combined, they become a dynamic combat tool. As an attacker punches, you move in a circle to get off the line of attack, stepping into a triangular stance at their side. From this stable, angled position, you can easily control their now unbalanced body. It's a mistake to see Ueshiba's principles and modern arts like MMA as competing. A more intelligent approach is to see how they can complement each other. MMA often relies on overwhelming force, superior conditioning, and powerful strikes. Ueshiba's methods, however, emphasize superior positioning and timing to make force irrelevant. The goal isn't to overpower an attacker, but to use their own motion against them. Think of it as adding sophisticated software to powerful hardware. The MMA fighter brings the power. Ueshiba's principles bring finesse, efficiency, and a path to greater longevity in combat sports. The principles taught by Ueshiba apply directly to real-world self-defense. Real confrontations are messy. Complex techniques fail. Simple movement built on timing, distance, and balance wins. Against a two-handed wrist grab, don't pull. Step off line to disrupt their balance, circle your hands toward their thumbs and turn down to break the grip. To evade a wild haymaker, step inside the punch. Guide the arm using its own momentum, then unbalance them with a simple push or trip. Stripped to essentials, Ueshiba's system gives simple, effective responses. The connection between Morihei Ueshiba's principles and the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu may not be immediately obvious, but it is incredibly powerful. Many of the most effective techniques in BJJ, from guard passes to sweeps and submissions, rely fundamentally on the same concepts of off-balancing, positioning, and leverage that Ueshiba called Aiki. By consciously applying Ueshiba's ideas about breaking structure, Kuzushi, a BJJ practitioner, can make their game significantly more efficient and effective. This is especially true on the ground, where the subtle manipulation of an opponent's weight and base is the key to victory. Ueshiba's standing principles translate surprisingly well to the floor. Consider the act of passing the guard in BJJ, a common and often difficult task. Many practitioners try to force their way through with strength and pressure. An Aiki-based approach would be different. Instead of just pushing down, you would first focus on subtly off-balancing your opponent, a small shift of your weight onto one of their hips. A slight pull on their collar can disrupt their base. This small break in their structure creates space to begin passing their legs. It's the same logic as a small wrist turn in a standing Aikido technique. You create a momentary weakness, then exploit it. This off-balancing principle is the secret behind many successful BJJ sweeps. A sweep is a throw from the ground and, like a standing throw, works best when the opponent is off balance. From the guard, a small push-pull on the arms or lapels forces a weight shift. When they post to regain balance, a window opens, and a well-timed sweep needs very little effort. The availability of newly digitized files and private films allows us to see what was once kept secret. We can now learn Ueshiba's art with a deeper understanding of its original intent. His legacy is a method of study. Seek efficiency over brute force. To support our channel, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to stay with me, choose a video on your screen. Thank you.